What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we are going to be talking about a quarterback prospect that seems to be moving up the draft boards, Mr. Davis Mills out of Stanford. And what are we looking at here in this quarterback, right? So the big thing that came from Davis Mills was the 40-yard dash. And he shocked the world in a sense with that 4.58 40-yard dash. Nobody expected him to run a sub 4.4. A lot of people were saying that he was going to run 4.7, maybe a 4.8. So he really surprised people when he came out and ran a 4.58. Why did he surprise people with that 4.58? It's because I watched a lot of film on this dude, and not necessarily a whole lot, but I watched a few games, and he is not a natural runner. He just looks silly running with the football. He doesn't know how to slide. He don't know how to dive. Even running is just an awkward looking maneuver for him. And it's just a weird, it's fun. I don't know why he's so fast, and yet he just looks so terrible running with the ball. And also, they took him out of the game to do the read option. I mean, he ran some read option, but there was some plays like in important downs. They brought in the backup quarterback. I forgot his name, sorry. But the backup quarterback to come in and run basically a wildcat formation where they did a read option. And why would you do that when you have a quarterback that runs a 4.58? And the reason that is because he has no moves. It's no shifty. It is all straight line speed down the field for Mr. Davis Mills. But at the same time, it's still good to see that you do have some legs under you, and it could be a lot worse, right? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So he's 6'4", 225, good size for the quarterback, nice height, see over that big offensive line. 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now, he did only play in 5 games. I think he had COVID, which is why he only played a few games, and I don't think Stanford played a whole lot of games in general. Now, let's take a look here. So he is averaging nearly 300 or over 300 yards a game, which is nice, good passing there. But the touchdowns obviously extremely lacking. Now, he did have the game against UCLA where he had 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and then no other games did he throw an interception, but no other game did he throw double-digit touchdowns. Now, I watched a lot, and what he is, what Stanford is an extremely pro-style offense. They run a lot of I formation, a lot of good power offense. They do run typical shotgun, so it's a very, very pro-style offense, which is actually a really good thing for Davis Mills because he should be able to understand the playbook pretty quickly because of the style that he's coming from. Also, he's a Stanford guy, right? So he's got to have some sort of head on his shoulders to go to Stanford and play, kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick with Harvard, right? They got to have something on their mind. Watching him, I love the ball coming out of his hands. I really do. Watching this dude throw the ball, it's so crisp. It's on a rope. It's on a straight line. It's very accurate. It's right where he wants it to be. Back shoulder throws, down the middle of the throw, over the linebacker, underneath the safety kind of throws. He is an awesome guy of distributing the ball. He also seems like he's good at going through his progressions. He hits all receivers at all sorts of positions. So I liked what I saw out of Davis Mills. Now, I'm going to give you 2 comps, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be happy with the comps, okay? The comparables in the league is like some sort of cross between Alex Smith and Daniel Jones. Alex Smith, Daniel Jones. That is what you're getting out of Davis Mills. Alex Smith and Daniel Jones actually have good top-end speed. Similar to Davis. I don't think they quite ran as fast, but what's his name? Daniel Jones had one of the fastest runs in the league this year when he outran Landon Collins. The top end speed, straight line speed is there, similar with both Alex before his leg injury, obviously, and Daniel Jones. They also are not somebody that just wows you with your arm, but yet they can make all the throws. Like, they can make all the throws at the NFL level, but they're not Pat Mahomes. They're not Aaron Rodgers. They're not Josh Allen. They don't come out there and throw the ball and make you go, whoa, look at that thing go. But the big difference here is that this guy, Davis Mills, if he could be an Alex Smith, it's not terrible. The big problem with Alex Smith is he was a number 1 overall pick. Like, if you're going to be the number 1 overall pick, you can't be the game manager. This guy could come in. As I said, he's a smart dude coming from Stanford, and I actually really like the idea of having this guy as a 3rd-round pick sit behind Ryan Fitzpatrick for a year, and see what he can do coming out in 2 years. Obviously, he has the speed. He has the ability to hit all the accurate throws. He can make all the throws. Okay, he can make them all. And he understands the offense. I actually am going to give this guy a thumbs up. I would like to get him maybe like in the late 3rd, 4th round. I don't think he's a second rounder. I've seen him mocked sometimes in the 2nd round. But Davis Mills is a very interesting prospect because he compares, in my opinion, to 2 guys that went in the top 6 of the draft. Should these guys go into the top 6 of the draft? No. If this guy was coming out in Daniel Jones's draft, would he be a first-round pick? Yes. It just happens to be one of the craziest quarterback years of all time. 5 quarterbacks could go in the top 8 picks. There's so many opportunities for great late-round quarterbacks in this one. Obviously, you got people like Mond, you got Trask, you got Jamie Newman, you have Ian Book, you have Sam Ellinger. I mean, the list can go on for Felipe Franks, that potential quarterbacks later in this draft, and this is why this guy is coming down later in the draft, and he could be a potential 2012 Kirk Cousins. And these guys that I just listed are good quarterbacks to have on rookie deals. They're good quarterbacks to have as game managers, and they understand what they do, and they just know they try to beat the defense. Daniel Jones, not so much, because he doesn't do that. Daniel Jones tries to do too much. So, as I said, he's kind of like a cross between the two. He's like a game manager like Alex Smith, yet he throws it downfield more than Alex Smith, but yet he does it in a smart, intelligent way. And I think that Davis Mills could be a really interesting quarterback here in Washington. And I would not be upset if they got this guy in the 3rd or 4th round with some really interesting potential. Obviously, the ceiling could be something crazy like Tom Brady, because Tom Brady is one of the best game managers of all time. I know a lot of people are going to be shocked to hear me say that, but that's just what he is. I mean, he takes what the defense gives you all the time. If you have a great pass defense, he will run the ball 14 times in a row on you. He'll just hand it to the running back. If you have a great run defense, he'll just throw it over the top of you all day. And I think that that's the kind of guy that you might be getting. Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, and obviously the last guy I mentioned, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones not so much in that category. But the other 3, they're all game managers. They're all good quarterbacks in the league. And that's what I think. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description below, there is a Discord link. Hop in our Discord and come talk some football with us. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. But Davis Mills, Stanford, 3rd round pick, Washington football team. Maybe. And until next time. See ya!